Danster. How's it going? I have been in trouble on TikTok again. Can't vaguely say the word titty over there, apparently. Apparently. Tired. I'm just tired. So tired. Sometimes I think if I wasn't so stubborn, I'd be able to give up. But I'm so stubborn I just can't. Oh, right before my birthday. Get restricted on TikTok. Yay. Sorry. This is not my cup, by the way. Not my cup. It's my mom's. I can't find my coffee cup. I think I left it here last time we were here. I'll have to take a look and see if it's in her thing or not. Oh, nice. What's she doing this morning? She hanging out on live. Cause I said I vaguely said the word titty on there. I didn't say it like that. I said titty. I said it weird to make sure TikTok didn't see it, but apparently they did. Apparently they did hear it. I don't know what 13-year-old they think is on TikTok that doesn't know the word titty. What world do they think these 13-year-olds are living on? If they're online, they know the word titty. You're telling me I can't even say the word titty? Are you fucking kidding me? What? Anyway, no, I was talking about burlesque, and I was talking about how I can't post videos on my burlesque channel because it has me as 18 plus, and yeah, and I can't post videos of it. She's talking history stuff. That's awesome. She's been talking some really cool history stuff right now, especially like when it comes to like riots and stuff, because like people have this notion of riots from back in the day that they were like peaceful kumbaya, riots, but like it's not true, even if you just looked up an article from back then, and she's doing some of those like little videos, and I like them a lot. How many states have I been to so far? Oh Lord, what a thing! I did not put my link tree in my bio in here. I might have to start the live over again in a little bit. Can I edit the bio in here? Oops, sorry. Can I edit the bio in here? I don't think I can. I can't type the bio in, I don't think, in here. Anywho, how many states have I been? I think I've been to 30. I haven't been to a lot of the East Coast states. So, like, Vermont and New York, up in those states. I've spent most of my time in the Midwest and the West Coast. She is very smart. I always recommend people if they want to learn anything about history stuff, worker rights stuff. She's the best place to go, I'm losing my mind today. It's my birthday in a few weeks, and I feel like everything's just falling apart. I'm fine. Just a little craziness with the top of the morning, I'm not great today. I'm not great, to be honest with you. I woke up this morning. I was really drowsy. I was like, whatever. I gotta go live, at least talk to people, say what's up, tell them what's going on with me. And I got restricted on TikTok, one of the places where I make money. It might be only $30 a week, but it's something. I don't make anything on here going live on YT. So, yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated the morning. In this fine morning. I'm so frustrated. I'm getting distracted with the dirt under my nails. I need to take a shower today, too. I need to take a shower, do laundry, print out paintings, print out shipping labels for the painting. Yes, I know. Again. TikTok hates me. I literally, so I know it's not after me, but sometimes I do feel like TikTok is like, it just fucking hates me. It's like, nah, we don't like Railcar Rosie. That lady says what she wants. Ew. We want a filtered version of a person. Mm, I try to appeal it, so I won't know until it tells me I'm not appealed. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen your message, but like my restriction yesterday was for me not being 13 to 18 years old on live. But when you go live on TikTok before, when you get a certain amount of people, well, at least when I first started, I got 1,000 people, and then they ask you for your ID to make sure you're of age, right? So I gave them my ID when I first had to go live. So they already know I'm of age. They know I'm 18 plus up, older. I guess you can be 13 and go live too now, which is kind of weird. Um, but they already know that about me. So to get restricted and a fact they already know about me was really obnoxious and annoying. But what the fuck ever. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just crash out for a little bit, and then we'll be back at it again. Oh man, so annoying. And before my birthday, I ain't gonna have birthday cash next week. Well, not next week. It's May 7th, but still. It usually is a week long that it restricts me. And today is Thursday, so I'll be probably restricted until Friday of next week. And then I'll be back on, like, a few days before my birthday. Yeah, who knows? Honestly, who knows with TikTok? I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is the money game because, greedy people owning apps like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, they leave us out of the dark on every choice and everything that's being done on TikTok. So, like, you just never know what's going on over there. It's 3 weeks away? I'm missing weeks? Oh. I thought next week was the last week of the month. Hmm. Cool. Thanks, Janet. I would have been sitting here thinking that my birthday was next week. Because I don't keep my birthday's coming up, and I am not even keeping track of the weeks. Wow. Wow, shame on me. It's not my coffee cup. It's my mom's. And I don't know what it says. It's weird. It's strange. To my dad. And then I can't even really read it because for some reason they wanted like a weird texture thing. Anyway. Oh yeah, no, Les Blackwell, my boyfriend, he's been getting restricted too left and right. Which is really annoying. Annoying. Yeah, we're back in Aurora. We're back here. I meant to put my bio in my thing, and I did not. Yeah, he had a restriction yesterday for no reason. He flipped out. He didn't get taken off of TikTok. He's still on TikTok. Um, but he got restricted yesterday for no reason at all. Like nothing in particular. And it was really annoying to him. mm, you can't tell? Y'all want to guess my age? All the local TikToker people over here that are my usual people, y'all can't say what my age is. You can't tell them. But what do y'all think? What do you think? What do you think? I do have one of those faces. I could be old, I could be young, I could be old, or I could be young. 13. I know, that's what TikTok says. I got this owie on my nose right here. And it hurts. No guesses? No guesses? See? I mean, you don't know. You don't know if I'm 30 or you don't know if I'm 18. You can't tell. I'm just never gonna tell them. No one guessed. I'm never gonna tell. We're just gonna have to guess between 18 to 30 years old. Or 35, yeah, 35 to 18. I guess I could be in the 35 range, right? Right? Sometimes, if I get like rough, being in the sun for a few days, I got a little owie on my nose. Makes me look a little older, right? Oh, well, I'm gonna be turning 27 in May. May 7th, I'll be 27. There's a gnat in here. I don't know where it came from, but it appeared. Crystal. I'm pissed. I wish I could be on TikTok more or on here more, but I get in trouble on TikTok and then I come over here because I get in trouble on TikTok and then my lives suck over here and then I feel discouraged and I don't want to be over here, but then I have to be over here because I've got to get monetized at some point over here. So, I'm having a rough day this fine morning. But we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Uh I think especially when I watch older movies, there's some beauty and like um wisdom and just beauty in general to like aging. You know what I mean? Like when I watch older Western movies, and not just older Western movies, but like there's just so much beauty to it. There's a song that I live, what is it called? Don't Be Ashamed of Your Age, and it's by Bob Wills. You should listen to it. You should listen to it, Janster. You'd like it. It's a tattoo. It is a tattoo. Oh, yeah, because I want to go live on TikTok because I make money from TikTok because, like, I get, like, some from the gifts, but I don't get gifts over here because I haven't got monetized yet, right? So it's like, I go over here, I live stream for free, I get no tips because I just don't get tips as a creator, which is okay. I'm not going to sit here and be like, people need to tip me because I'm a creator, you know what I mean? But everything I do costs money. You know what I mean? So if I'm going over here for like an hour or two and I make nothing, that's an hour of two me not painting, me not working. I'm just getting paid zero. I mean, but if I'm on TikTok, I'm at least getting paid, I don't know, $20 to $30 a week. It's something, it's not much, but it is something. So I'm like in this like, but I keep getting restricted from TikTok because they fucking suck and they don't know how to like have their algorithm properly restrict people when they're doing stuff wrong. It's gotta fucking just throw out restrictions like candy. Restrict that person. Restrict that person. For why not? Let's restrict the baby over there. I don't know. It's so annoying. So fucking annoying. I know. I feel like that sometimes. I'm like, I just feel like TikTok needs to piss me off to the point where I have to go over here. But like, I want to go on TikTok still because I have a community over there. I feel like will not follow me over here. Like some people that just don't really go on YT lives, and I don't want to lose those people because like I've talked to them for so long, and it's just a lovely community of people and talking about things and stuff in life, and I don't they don't deserve to not be able to see my content anymore because TikTok failed. You know what I mean? And I don't know what to do. I feel lost all the time. I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's like everything that you do on TikTok. So you love this, Crystal. I got restricted today for saying tite. I said it like that. I said tite because I was trying to talk about my burlesque and I was trying to be discreet about it because it's like part of my fucking job. You know what I mean? But I've got to be all like tiptoeing around it because apparently they think that 13-year-olds online don't know the fucking word titty. If some parent is dumb enough to give their fucking child a phone and be like, here, go wild, scroll through the internet, all right? And they don't think their child knows the word titty, that's on the mom, okay? Not on me for saying the word titty, okay? Maybe the kid shouldn't be on a phone, all right? If they don't want their kid to be hearing the word titty, right? Jesus Christ. It's just so fucked that, like, it's the creators that suffer all of these filtering systems because parents just want to give their child a phone. All right, here you go, Jimmy. I don't want to watch you at all, so scroll through TikTok. It's like, and now I have to watch what I'm saying because a parent doesn't want to watch their child. What the fuck, man? Why are you restricting the creator? Why? Yeah, I got in trouble for saying tete. Literally I said it like that. And I got in trouble. But yeah, I'm just, God. Why are they? It is because kids make money, okay? This is a theory, and not just a theory that people talk about online all the time. Children make money. You want to know why? Because children don't have jobs. They don't have time that they have to go do shit. So what do they get to do? They get to scroll and consume content all they want. They're the on the phone little monsters, constantly on the phone all the time, buying shit, asking for mommy, for daddy to pay for this and this on the phone and what. And so that's why on phones and like apps in general, it is based around children. That's why the restrictions, everything is for children because they're the money makers. That's how like capitalist society is viewing putting restrictions on shit. But we have to make the moms happy because the children are the ones that are constantly consuming content over and over and over again. We have to go to work. Adults have to go do shit. We can't constantly be sitting on our phones downloading games all the time and scrolling, but children can. And so they build the apps for children. But that's fucked because they're not for children. You know what I mean? Like there are things on the apps for children, but they're not mainly solely for children, right? They're not apps solely for children, which is annoying. But yeah, it's pretty much just like, oh, children can constantly consume content all the time, so let's make our apps for children. But then let's make it harder for creators to create. God damn it! What the fuck? Sorry, pitching about it. I've heard it a lot. Exactly. All I'm saying. And it's like, if you want to apply to the children too, maybe make like children filtered apps that aren't just for toddlers. Because like I've talked to moms about it and it's like, yeah, I want my kids to be getting online, but I also don't want them just online willy-nilly. I'm like, I get that. And they're like, but the problem is that YouTube doesn't give a shit when it comes to stuff like that. They really want kids to consume everything. They don't really care when it comes to like what your kids see. Because if they did, they'd have a kids app that was for kids, right? You could put in 12 plus. You can't do that. If you want a kids part of YouTube, you're going to get toddler shit, baby stuff. It's only children, like baby kids. So if you want your 12-year-old not to be consuming bad stuff, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You don't really have many options for that because these apps don't really put options for that. They think of, oh, children, yeah, like babies, like toddlers, right? No, kids have different age ranges, okay? Apps, maybe think about that. So it's like, I don't completely blame the kids or the parents completely, but still, like, it sucks that the parents don't realize that because you don't want to take care of your kid and you just want to give them a phone, now you're making these industries push stuff on your kids more. Actually, you're not helping your children. Yeah, no, it's money. It's always about money in their heads. When they see that children can consume content like little robots, they're like, "Oh, yay, let's act like we want to make the kids safe, but we don't really care. We just want them to keep consuming content so we make more money and more money." Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like it's the society we've built to the point where it's like if you don't let a kid on a phone, they're going to be the laughing stock, right? And that's even when I grew up, where it's like, if you don't give your kid a phone, Jimmy and Tommy have phones, they're friends, and they feel like they're left out, and then you're a shitty parent because you're not giving your kid a phone. But you didn't choose phones to exist in this crazy world and for them to be popular, but now you have the choice as a parent to decide, do I want to give my kid a phone or do I not want to give them a phone and have them resent me? You know, so like they're stuck in this shitty place and no company is there to help them navigate through that, help them at all through that. They're just like, well, either have your kid hate you for not giving them a phone and resent you, or give them a phone and have to navigate making sure they don't see someone decapitated online. You know what I mean? Like it's shit. They put people in a shitty situation for sure. You know. Mm, but yeah, it is shitty that they put people in that situation because nobody should have be in that situation. Not the creators, not the parents. You know what I mean? But yeah, if I was a parent, I would have limited restriction to apps. I would probably have a blank sheet phone. I know one parent of mine, a friend of mine, that is a parent, and she has this thing where like they have to go through her to accept apps on their phone. You know, like if they download something, it's sent to them and it lets them know if they're going to download it. So they have to be approved. It has to be approved by the parent to download. And that is, that's very helpful. But you still have to worry about like Google and everything. You got to put, cap locks on that and stuff. Anywho, we're in a we're down a hole. We've down a rabbit hole. Anyway, how y'all doing today? Went to a rabbit hole. What do y'all want to talk about? Sorry, I'm just venting. I'm mad. I'm fuming. And I got a little owie under my nose. What do I do? Yeah, and that's like super helpful for like someone not to be able, like a kid can't just do anything. And I know like at that age it probably feels like you're being really controlling, which is unfortunate because like you're just trying to protect your child from seeing things that are crazy online, because like online is full of everything, literally anything you can see, which there's a Bill Burns song of him like talking about what is it, what's the song called, internet something, but he's talking about how everything is online. Like, you can find anything online, anything you want, and not to a good and bad state. You know what I mean, to the good spectrum all the way to the worst spectrum you could think of, right? And so you just don't want your kids just floating around there, doing whatever they want. They really fucking hate me. They were like, "Oh, Railcar Rosie is about to be your birthday in a few weeks. Oh, let me give you a gift of restriction. Here you go." Like, fuck you, TikTok. No, I vaguely said the word tite on TikTok, and they were like, "You can't be saying anything about body parts. God forbid a child learns what a titty is." I don't know. What do they want kids to be growing up not knowing what like titties are? It's a body part. Like, what are you? What? It's kind of important. But anyway, I got in trouble for that. I vaguely said it too. I said tete. I'm like, come on, can you really tell that I was saying that, TikTok? No, you can't. Okay. Fucking stupid app. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, that's also the thing, is that kids will always find a way through like going to school and stuff too. It's like I said, it really just puts everybody in like a really hard spot, because even if you put every guideline up, your kid still will find a way. That's why if I have a kid, if I did, by the way, not gonna, if I happen to have a kid, we're living up in the fucking mountains, dude. We're living up in the mountains. You're gonna be homeschooled. We'll go down to towns and you can be with friends and have social interactions and stuff that you should, field trips, whatnots. But yeah, I don't know. Bubble them. I'm gonna teach them how to farm and what native plants are, and this is a plant you can eat. This is a plant you can eat. This is a plant. I'm gonna teach them how to you know, sew and do shit like that. Well, thank you. Uh, yeah. My little child's gonna become a farm child, I'll tell you what. I'm raising a farm child. I'm becoming Amish, dude, with a kid. People will be able to say I'm Amish. Now, I wouldn't want to, like, seclude my child from the outside world, because that would be really fucked up if, all right, you're 18-year-old and then they go out and they, like, don't know how to work computers or, like, be in society. That'd be fucked up. But I want them to, like, learn how to be self-sufficient without society, without technology and stuff like that, and also be able to know what society is and what it entails, you know. So teach them a little bit of both, because I feel like it's important that not, you know, outside them from the community that's the real world out there. Because then they'll go out there and be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. My mom teach me how to be a farm person. I don't know. I can teach you what plant that is and if we can eat it, but I don't know how to type on a computer, you know? That'd be fucked up. But I definitely wouldn't want them to be constantly surrounded in this chaotic world. But what about it? I'm not having a child, so to me, who cares? Uh, Sorry, that might have been really loud. I am from the United States. I'm in Colorado. I was actually raised and born here in Colorado too. Because people are ignorant. People are getting dumber and dumber. Um, yeah, people are just getting fucking dumber. They really are, and I hate to say it. I know it's like an ignorant question to be like, "Are you Amish?" I know that it's not ill intent or anything. And when I say people are getting dumber, I don't mean that to be mean. Like, I mean, somewhat it is sounding mean, but it's like people don't really research shit anymore. You know what I mean? They see one thing online and they take it as fact, you know? They see an Amish TV show and they take it as fact. Or they only know the word Amish and they know Amish people like old stuff, right? That's what they connect in their head. They don't do any more thought than that. You know, that's as far as it goes. Amish people like old stuff, you know? They don't think, "Oh, let me see what an Amish person looks like." Or let me, you know, talk to an Amish person someday when I see one. The thought goes as far as, I know old things Amish people like, which is, like, not true. They do like older things, but they have a strict, like, because they're against modern technology, but they have a strict dress code and a strict, you know, whole kind of, it's a religion. And I feel like people don't know that, maybe. Maybe people think it's just like a way of life, as in liking old things, but that's not the fact. They have guidelines, they have things that they're supposed to do, but people don't look any deeper to that, you know? They're like, "Oh, that's how it is." Um, and yeah, society has kind of built people to do that with the quick gratification of online, telling you knowledge, you know, with the ChatGPT thing or AI overview on Google. You know, you type something in it and Google sends you a nice paragraph typed out by ChatGPT, or you know, the algorithm, the AI algorithm. And a lot of it can be wrong and false, but people want that, you know, "Oh, I've learned it right away." You know, they don't want to think anymore. They're just like, "Oh, I read this and that's how it is." They don't read another article, you know? Or a lot of the times now, people want their bias to be confirmed, and so they'll type in something that's like making sure that it tells them what they want to believe. You know what I mean? They don't make it vague. They want to make sure that it tells them, "Yes, you're right. All Hispanic people are shit." Which, I'm saying that because people, you know what I mean? They're not fuck guys. Anyway, people will type in stuff to get their biases to be confirmed. You know what I mean? Which is shit. It makes people dumber. And yeah, it's crazy how we thought technology would improve our lives, but it's just making people stupider. I don't see any improvement. I see people getting dumber and just fucking stupider, you know? Yeah, not what I meant. I mean, like, the abbreviations over it, what people would say. Not me, I wouldn't say that, but like what people would type in. Mm-mm-mm. But you know what? Maybe something happened to like the computer systems and people have to pick up books again or something. I'm a person who's dyslexic, okay? Out of all the people who would love to see something when I don't have to read, I'm against this. You know what I mean? Like, no. I'm not a great reader, but I don't want false information shit. Yeah, I'd still rather pick up a book. Take me, years to read the damn book than quick Google search that gives me false information. No, thank you. Anyhow, I think today I might just dig a hole and live in it. I think that's my life today. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna just give up on it all. Uh, I'm fine, by the way, y'all. I don't know. I gotta get off here and get back on here, though, because I forgot to do my description. So I'm gonna get back on here in like 5 minutes.